Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm going to do just an open reading. I'm just pulling cards here. I'm just giving an open reading message. At this time, for all of those people who are coming to this channel at this time, wisdom, temptation. Have you ever been told that you are wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Is this challenge of temptation? Temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so this open message. You have, it's like, right, you have the wisdom to overcome a challenge here. This challenge is something that is tempting you in whatever form it is disguising itself in. Oh. Wisdom. Wisdom? Oh, where we go. I'm like, where's this going? I know what this channel is about. Are we hitting that kind of energy? Wisdom of love. Wisdom to a new beginning in love. You have the wisdom. You have the wisdom about your new beginnings in love. But temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy? What is this temptation? Oh, hostilities. A temptation. That's interesting. So you have a deep wisdom here about love, but the temptation here is to be hostile or defensive or aggressive. Okay. Why? Let me see this. Okay. Why is there a temptation towards defensiveness? Let's just say that. Why is there a temptation here to be defensive? Nature, signs, and abundance. Because there's an abundance of signs that tell you you should. Okay. All right. Nature sign. Be receptive to the subtle messages from nature as you go about your day. Nature talks to us continually. We need only open our hearts and minds. Abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. Okay, I understand what the cards are trying to say, but in the context of why I'm pulling them out and the titles that we have with them is, okay, there's almost a lot of signs around you, or you've experienced a lot of situations and just general signs that you see, like maybe even abundant amount of these signs that tempt you to go into this sort of defensive or aggressive way of, I don't know, defending yourself or protecting yourself. It's like you have the wisdom of new love. You have the wisdom of new love. Hope, the journey of hope. The journey of hope is at the bottom. Is that why we're here? It's a journey of hope. To have hope, to feel positivity. Oh, actually, I'm going to go. Where is the deck? Where is the deck? Where is that journey of love deck? There it is. I'm going to go right into the journey of love. I'm going to see what message out of this deck, from God's mouth to your ears, the collective, right now. What message? They have the wisdom of love within them, but they are tempted to be defensive. That's too many cards. Or aggressive. Oh my goodness. Heaven is the message for you guys. So I don't know if something has happened, if there's just like, this is just in general, like I'm tapping into people that don't have a lot of hope. Well, because this is about the journey of hope. So you're on the journey of hope, and the journey of hope in love. And heaven wants to talk to you right now. How beautiful is that? Heaven. You are meant to live heaven now, not later, sometime after you die. What use is this life and body if not to live heaven now? Look for the mad divine genius in all that is, especially the puzzling parts of your life that make you scratch your head, or tear at your hair, or scrunch up your face and scream with frustration. Those are the places in which the divine is saying, here, heaven is hiding. Let's unveil it together. Let me show you. Let me unveil your own mad divine genius right here. Look for heaven, even in hiding. It will not withhold itself from you for long, beloved. It wants to be known by you. This oracle brings you a special message. The enlightener is calling you to more, to more, to more. More divinity, more love, more acceptance, more embrace of life itself. There is no limit in what is being offered to you from the divine lover calling to you, the beloved. Rejoice and know that the dance of love between you and the divine is a removing of veils of illusion, one at a time, until you behold each other naked and true, finally to discover you are each other, you are love. Then we have our little poem. The sky ablaze with morning light, on silver wings of birds in flight. In gratitude, a tear released, a knowingness embraced at peace. She speaks to those that gaze below, ancestral wings which call my soul. To open hearts and soar above, and awe the winds awaits this love. Oh, this is your hope. This is your journey of hope. Eruption of light is at the bottom. That's almost kind of like, yeah, I want to say having like an awakening, but it goes beyond that. Like, this is when sort of like truth erupts through you. Truth is discovered. Truth is discovered through you. All right, then. So you have your message from heaven. What was this underlying card? Oh, indecision. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have broken heart, and then we have the fourth chakra, and then we have deceit, and then we have man holding a coin, and indecision. All right. This does feel like someone who, it's almost like they felt their heart being healed, and perhaps by love, feeling of affection for someone here. But then it does feel like you're dealing with someone who is not honest, or you were dealing with someone who is not honest. And perhaps what was more important to this person is money, wealth, status, and then not sure what to do. Not sure what to do. This does feel like a message here. I was sitting there, I had a couple of plans. Well, I thought there was one of a number of different types of readings that I had planned to do. And it just wasn't, it didn't feel right. And I just sat here and it just felt like I was supposed to just start pulling out cards. It was just, and I thought, okay, well, I'm not really directing it. And this channel in itself has sort of a purpose or a theme. But I'm like, I'm just going to trust. I'm just going to trust in the process. And here we are. Like, it has literally taken us into love that we have with other people, love that people have for us. And I can see that you are on the journey of hope. You were on the journey of hope. This looks to me like, again, I could say that this is hope. When you start with a broken heart, but then it feels like your heart is opening up. Your heart is opening up. But then you feel like, did your heart open up to someone who is dishonest and does not value does not value the heart? So you're not sure what to do. What do you do now? What is the next step in this journey of love, in this journey of hope? Well, for one thing, it's heaven. It's heaven. And there is a possibility here that you are coming off of, or your past experience with with some type of counterpart was not like your person. This was not your person. You have wisdom of love deep inside of you. You have this wisdom, and you have wisdom of romance. You have wisdom of, I kind of want to say that there's a new beginning, right? There's a new beginning in love for you, and you have this internal wisdom about it. But there's a temptation here to be hostile or defensive. It could even be maybe other people, like maybe you are trying to be hopeful. There could be other people around you who are telling you, you know what, I don't think you should be so trusting, or I don't think you should put yourself out there, or I don't think that you should try. And these people could be tempting you with trying to be more hostile towards love. And why this hostility is because of nature's signs, the abundance of nature's signs. So it doesn't mean that like there isn't love in the future, but there's something right now. And maybe there are some sort of like signs and synchronicities going on around you that are indicating like this is not a time of love. Maybe the world is a very hostile place. I was just listening to a speech from, I don't remember who it was, someone talking at the there's been so many different speeches from the United Nations, and he was saying, like, I can't remember the timeline, like around World War II or somewhere time in the 1940s. It was like right now there are more wars and conflicts going on around Earth here on our planet than there has been in like, I don't know, like 80 years or something. So I don't know, maybe that's what it is. Like, maybe this just doesn't feel like, maybe you're like, I don't feel like the world is a place where love can grow. I don't feel like the people that I'm encountering are people where I can grow and develop love. There is a temptation towards hostility. An unhealthy habit. One that makes you feel guilty is hostilities. Show me the unhealthy habit. What is this unhealthy habit that makes them feel guilty? The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like it's okay. I feel like I'm tapping into someone here who at times there is the belief that there's a new beginning and then there's not. There's the belief that there's a new beginning and then there's not. Now, that's okay because, you know, right, when we think about, there is no journey in faith or hope without the loss of it at some point, because that is the journey, right? Like, you cannot be found until you get lost. So the temptation of a new beginning, and it makes you feel guilty. Why does it make you feel guilty? It's like you have this is curious, you have the wisdom of a new beginning in love. The temptation of the new beginning makes you feel guilty. This is weird. Like I've been doing tarot long enough that I know this is not just random weirdness. There's some sort of a message here. The temptation is to be defensive. Why does this make you feel guilty? The Six of Pentacles. Is it where you're giving or where you're not giving? Why the Six of Pentacles? Why do you feel guilty? The Six of Swords. the Emperor, and the Star. Why do you have the wisdom of a new beginning? Because you know the truth. Ah, now I don't know what I'm tapping into. This looks like somebody who's aware of a new beginning in a relationship, but not taking action on it. And that the possibility of that is where the guilt is. Oh, that's interesting. So you have some type of knowledge about a new beginning in love. This is almost like somebody who plans on making like a romantic gesture to someone. But it's also interesting because it's coming up as the divine masculine. It's right here as the Emperor. Like the blessing. What do I feel like I'm tapping into the divine masculine here? And the divine masculine is aware of a new beginning. A new beginning in romance. They have the knowledge about this. They know this. They know this like for a fact. But there's a guilty temptation here around the physicality of this new beginning, like it existing in the 3D. And I want to say it's because, okay, this looks like the divine masculine is somehow holding the cards. I know that sounds funny, right? Like here I am holding the cards. Like, but like in a card game, like, you know, like whose move is it next? Whose move is it next? Whose turn is it to play their cards at the table? And it's almost like it's the divine masculine. They feel guilt. The divine masculine energy feels guilt here. Because I feel as though they're not sharing the physicality of the truth. They're not making something that is known in the mind and as a fact. They're not taking some type of action to make it happen in the real 3D. That's what I'm looking at. How do they know, though? It's like this. So I want to say first, whoever this reading is for, if you're a divine masculine, it's like you know. And for if you're not coming here as a divine masculine, I would say that this is like your divine masculine knows who you are and knows when this new beginning is. The Page of Cups, because of the journey of hope. The journey of hope. The Two of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Hope and they understand to combine hope and collaboration. Hope and collaboration. I'm just going to keep talking like it was to you. I don't know who. So you have the wisdom of this new beginning because there is hope in collaboration. Hope in working together. Okay, so what's with the hostilities card? The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. Structures, groups, communities. Why is this space or place hostile? Jeez Louise. Not everybody can come in. The Four of Pentacles. A lockout. Locked out. The Four of Pentacles. Why is it hostile? Something, it could even be like something to do with finances here. Is the divine masculine energy, is the divine masculine hostile to protect some type of finance? Or it's closed off. Who's hostile? Well, I said that, didn't I? Or I said why? I can't remember what I said now. The Ten of Pentacles. Because then that almost looks like a family. The Ten of Pentacles. Let's just clarify that. The Ten of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups. The Death card. And the Six of Cups. Why the Four of Pentacles? The Knight of Wands. The King of Swords. And the Three of Wands. It really does look like something here to do with some sort of financial decision. Like some type of a financial decision here. Between this 10 and 4 of Pentacles is why there is some type of hostility here. So I don't know if this is like two different families that cannot get along, two different socioeconomic groups that can't come together, or if this is somebody's worry or fear of their finances shifting quite negatively. It's as if somebody knows something here about the future. Like they're trying to, somebody is even possibly trying to protect some type of a future. There's, okay, it also looks like this divine masculine energy has walked away. Has walked away. And there's a huge transformation taking place. There's a huge transformation taking place in this divine, I mean, there it is. It's right there. It's like literally right there. And the Six of Cups, though, coming in, is I want to say it is there's some sort of inner child work that is going on here too. But then that Six of Cups after the Death card feels like some sort of like reuniting of soul level partnerships and connections. What are the signs in nature going on here? Nature signs. The King of Cups, hidden emotions. The hidden emotions, the emotional turmoil. The Devil. See, there feels like there's an abundance of bad things. An abundance of bad things. The Devil, the Three of Swords. Oh my God, and the Nine of Swords. This is like a hostile environment. This is an overabundance of information about a hostile hostile environment. With too much hostility here. There's too much hostility. I don't know what they're going on. Like this looks beyond just like observing our everyday world. I don't know. Abundance. The Two of Wands. The Two of Cups. I knew it. I knew something negative was going to come out. And the Tower. Okay, I'm also wondering too if in this reading, to some degree here, if the masculine energy is recognizing that there is an abundance of destruction in relationships, like an abundance of destruction in relationships. or at least the projection of that relationships don't work. Because it's with the Two of Wands. It's like thinking about like tomorrow. What could tomorrow bring? And then you have the Two of Cups with the Tower. It's like a breakdown of relationships, abundance, nature. There is some sort of signs and synchronicities that I feel like are going on around the Divine Masculine, that are indicating that, I want to say there's a lot of unhealthy emotional issues all around. And there's like an abundance of relationships collapsing. I kind of feel a bit like I'm getting like, it's almost like as I'm pulling out these cards, I feel like I'm getting just like I'm channeling the Divine Masculine. Just like showing their position, showing where they are, showing how they feel, showing what they think, showing what they know. And this could even be like seeking, seeking certain, maybe even family units that have been broken down. Because with the Ten of Pentacles as well, that being broken down. And abundant, like, it's just like this abundance of signs and synchronicities that show when things are not going to work. And so why, okay, is that, what do they think the cause of that is? I know it sounds like a weird question to ask, but I'm like, is it the cause because they feel some sort of guilt here? Or is it the cause of just like the world in general? Or is the cause like the feminine because the feminine is not, what is the cause? What do they think the cause is? Oh, the Ten of Swords. Betrayal. Jesus Christ. I said crepes. Crepes, that's bad. That's like, oh my God. Okay, for some of you, has this Divine Masculine really betrayed you? Like hurt you? Or this person may have had this happen to them too. I don't want to just jump to that. So, what do they think this is? Because people will hurt you. People will really hurt you. If you give them the opportunity. If you give them the knives and you turn your back, if there are 15 people standing in front of you and you hand, I'm just channeling right now, and if you hand 15 people knives and you turn your back, you can guarantee at least 10 of them will stab you. It's almost like a real worry here on the Divine Masculine's part about chaotic and catastrophic and painful endings. I don't know what's going on. What is going on? It's this masculine energy's life right now. Actually, as I said that, I saw somebody like just laying on a bed and trying to rest. The Lovers. The Lovers. They're on this. This Divine Masculine knows exactly who you are. They know who you are. They're on the path to you. It is a weird, weird path. They know more than, I'm going to say that right now. I feel like whatever Divine Masculine energy I am picking up on right now knows a lot more about the truth and the destination in this journey than maybe even the Divine Feminine does. Yes. 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 The Chariot into the Five of Swords. So this is a movement that has an unfair advantage for someone. There's an unfair advantage here. The Divine Masculine knows more than you think. Say that. Well, there. That's your reading. That was very interesting. I might do more of those. This is the first time I just kind of like, all right, I'm just going to pull cards. I don't know. Well, all right then. Yeah, you just got to trust in spirit. So, thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.